Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan Battle video, and today we are going to do a full level 10 Link's Rainbow Showcase on this Majin Buutenks, this LR physical Majin Buu. He is still an extremely good unit to this day. We're basically in a time right now where I don't have any new content that I can really cover, so I'm kind of just, during times like this, I'm going through my backlog of all my Rainbow full level 10 Links units and getting showcases out, and I was looking and I don't think I've ever done a showcase on this guy, and he's pretty darn good, so I think it's a good time to get one out. So we're going to go through, look at his passive, then we'll look at the team build and jump into the showcase. So this Buutenks, let me go to his leader skill to start. He's Power Absorption or Majin Power category, HP 130, attack and defense 170, but he's got Ki +4, which is really good. So I don't mind taking the hit on the HP to get that Ki +4. That's humongous. A lot of units with a lot of leaders that have Ki +4 typically are like 130 or like 120 leader skills. So to have a 170 leader skill with the Ki 4 is really good. He permanently stacks attack and causes colossal damage to the enemy. On his 18 Ki, he raises defense and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy infinitely. So this is very similar to like how the new LR Frieza and Goku work, where they infinitely stack attack on one and infinitely stack defense on the other, right? So it's very good effect. His passive is he recovers 12% HP at the start of turn. He has attack and defense 120%. He gets 1 Ki per type Ki sphere obtained, and he has a medium chance of launching an additional super, which is very good, because the idea with this guy is kind of similar to the Namek, Goku, and Frieza, where like if you shoot out an 18 Ki, you're going to stack defense, and then if that additional triggers, you're going to stack attack. So the idea is if that's triggering, you're stacking both every turn, which is very good. The fact that he, I think, stacks defense on his 18 Ki is really good, because that's the attack you're going for. And with his Ki mechanic, he's going to be getting that more often, and defense stacking is really what you want. So I'm glad that he stacks it on his 18 and not his 12, right? So then he basically has an absorption active skill. So can be activated when HP is 50% or more, starting from the 4th turn, which is very easy to activate, and you can transform into Ultimate Gohan. So the Ultimate Gohan Buu looks like this. He recovers 10% HP at the start of turn, so the HP recovery actually goes down a little bit, but his stats go way up. So he gets an attack and defense 150 boost instead of 120. He guaranteed launches an additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super attack, plus Ki 1 per Ki sphere obtained, Ki +5 for 5 turns from the start of turn. Seals the enemy super attack for 5 turns once only. That sealing is going to be really good in like Super Battle Road. The problem is that by the time this guy transforms, you're pretty much going to be done with the stage anyway. So any stages where like that are longer events where you can seal this would be good, but I can't think of many in the game. So that sealing is going to get wasted most of the time, but it is nice that he has it, right? And then his super attack effect transform, he raises attack for 1 turn and causes colossal. So he's one of those guys where like if you're doing a long event, you kind of want to keep him untransformed until you stack the defense to a level you're comfortable with, and then you go ahead and transform him and really blow the enemy away. I did go really all out on additional with him. You can see I've got 23 additional, 12 crit. You can see my equips there. I put some additional and crit equips on him there. Full level 10 links, including big bad bosses there, and you can see he's on a lot of good categories as well. So here's my team build. This is pretty much what I would say a typical Majin Power Absorption team looks like. Basically my plan is I am going to run my Buu on rotation with the friend Buu, and I'm going to transform mine, and I'm going to showcase my Buu as the transformed one, and I'll use the friend unit to showcase a more defensive one while he's stacking, and then we can kind of see how they compare to each other. The main difference, the friend one and mine are both rainbowed, but the friend one, the links are kind of mid-level. They're like 5s and 6s, so that's the only big difference there. It won't matter for the friend one though, because untransformed, he does not have big bad bosses, so the friend unit isn't going to get hurt by that not being level 10, okay? Then we're going to float this guy as support, who's a really good power absorption support. We're going to float this guy as support, which he works really well in this Buu team because there are a lot of good physical Buu units that can get the buff from this guy, so he's our 50% support. And then we're going to run Kid Buu. Now Kid Buu's definitely like the weakest unit on here, especially defensively, but his support buff is really good. And what I like about this Kid Buu actually is that he's got big bad bosses. And so what I'm going to do is on the turns that Buu is floating around, I'm going to put my Buuhan in slot 2 to activate big bad bosses So we'll have some turns with all 7 links, right? So on this first turn, this is the friend one, by the way. So with level 5 links, the friend one's at 200k defense turn 1. Yeah, that's pretty good. That is pretty good, I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to be honest, like, I haven't really, and I feel bad about it, but I haven't run this team much lately, and I haven't really used my Buutenks since I've rainbowed them. So part of the reason I want to do this showcase is just so I could break him out and use him a little bit and really see what he can do. I feel like I'm kind of underestimating him in my head just because I haven't used him. So yeah, turn 1, 4 mil attack stat, and this is the friend one, by the way, who's not full level 10 links. And he's stacking defense there. And then this Buu I also have rainbowed. I don't think he's not fully level 10 link, but he's just one of those like really solid, you know, new era support units that's 40% to stats, right? Not as good as like Garlic Jr. and like third form Frieza, but he's decent. Okay, so what's going to happen is we've got my Buu over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Buu and I'm going to get him on the other rotation. So we're going to float him off here, which I know seems kind of weird. By the way, this tech... This tech full power Buu, he links really good with Kid Buu units. You see how well he links with the unit here, and he's got big bad bosses. So we'll see how well he does here. So like this tech Buu, he was really impressive when he first like got his awakening. Now he has not, or no, his EZA I should say. He was really impressive when he got his EZA, but I think he has fallen off compared to newer units. Let's see how he performs. We'll see what he's looking like here. But if I remember him right. Yeah, well, 4.3 is pretty good, actually. I thought he was going to be more in the 3 mil range. But yeah, over 4 mil for that regular banner unit is pretty darn good. I did not check his defensive stat. We might look at him, because he is going to be, I didn't talk about my other rotation, but my other rotation is going to be that Tech Buu along with Int Kid Buu, which is nice, because I haven't used Int Kid Buu much either, and he's really good also. So this is a great time for me to just kind of break him out, do a little showcase with all these Buu units, because it is a very good team, and I just haven't used these units enough, right? So here's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to keep the physical Buu on rotation, just because he's changing orbs, and he's given the 50% support. Let's do that for now. So the friend Buu after stacking once, yeah, 315k defense. Like, I'm telling you guys, the Buu and the Strength Vegito, like, they have aged very well. I'm looking at them and comparing them to units from 2021, and they don't really feel like they've fallen off. Like, if our next Dokkan Fest LR did the exact same thing as this Buu, I don't think people would be disappointed. He's putting up 4 to 5 mil attack stats while stacking defense infinitely and attack, and he transforms to get stronger after that. I mean, yeah, he's definitely like a solid step down from the Namek, Goku, and Frieza. I think that's fair to say. But he's still very good, like a top tier unit, just based on what I'm seeing here in the first couple attacks, right? And because we're stacking, I think we will go most of the Legendary Goku event here, and we're going to kind of keep an eye on that front one. I do think by the time my Buu ends up on rotation here, I think my Buu's going to be able to transform, provided I don't take like a giant attack or anything and go under 50%. So I might actually use an item here just to be safe. I'm going to use a Whis just because I don't want my health to go under 50%. I really want to be able to transform next turn. So we're going to play it really safe. But this rotation, by the way, is going to be pretty nasty. Look at all the links these guys are sharing. And I'm really curious to see what Int Buu looks like. So Int Buu's at 158k defense, and then Tech Buu's at 159. So they're both around 160k defense, which is solid, right? I'm going to try to leave some of these physical orbs up as well. If I can, if the game... yeah, I think I'm going to be able to. I think that'll work. So let's do that, and then let's do that. All right, let's see what these other Buus are looking like. 5 mil! Wow! And this Int Buu, I think he's level 10 links also. I need to do a video on him. I mean, I guess I could call this the video on him because it's going to look exactly the same as what I'm doing right now. So we'll just call this a double video. I'm going to double check him. If he's level 10 links... Hold up. If he's level 10 links, I might just make this a dual video. I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah, okay. This is now officially a dual showcase. We are going to showcase the Int one as well because they're both level 10 links, and if I do a separate video for them, it's going to be like the exact same team, so why not? Alright, so this is what we want. We've got the transformation set up. Now you can see my Buu is going to be very less defensive because he hasn't stacked as much, and when I transform, I won't have as many stacks built in, but I'm going to be the offensive Buu. So we're going to transform mine as the offensive because it's the big bad bosses one, right? So we're going to do that. And then we're going to have the friend Buu be the defensive stacker, and we'll kind of keep an eye on both of them here. Now, as long as we're not getting big bad bosses, so it's only going to be on the Kid Buu turns. So this turn right now, going into the middle, yeah, so you can see 6 out of 7 links. I'm only missing big bad bosses. That physical Buu in the end doesn't have it either. So we'll just go like this. We are going to put mine, but after transforming, 318k defense is not bad, right? So we're going to get a full 24 key here. If the friend one gets an attack, he's going to get a full 24 key. But dude, with these 2 Buus on rotation, over 300k defense. Now my Buu won't be stacking anymore, so he's basically at his cap, but he's took double digits right there. And yeah, 6.4 mil attack stat. Very solid. Very, very good. Yeah, this Buu is absolutely fantastic. The thing that's great about it, it's like the Namek, Frieza, and Goku, where like they are also very good leaders, so you can run 2 of them on the team. But the thing that's great about this guy is you can transform them and run them on rotation with the other one, which I'm doing right here. And I love teams that can do that. Yeah, and then 5 mil for this guy. So this guy non-transformed, just because of the stacking, is not that far behind the transformed one. I have a feeling that this LR Buu is going to be very similar to Tech Ultimate Gohan, in that you really don't need to transform him. Tech Ultimate Gohan, when I did his showcase, or I was doing a video with him, I don't remember if it was an actual showcase or not, but the non-transformed one was outputting better than the transformed one. So in this case, it's like, yeah, you just transform them basically, so you can link them together. But otherwise, yeah, you can just run them on separate rotations, let them stack away. All right, so Int Buu fell down to 122k defense here, and then Tech Buu is still at 159. We're going to run Int in slot 1 here. So Int Buu, we are now kind of looking at as a showcase, so we're going to keep our eyes on him. We should actually look up his passive then, right? So let's go ahead and look at his passive quick. So he's attack and defense for 1 turn. Immense damage. He does recover 12% HP on attack, which is very, very good. He gets attack plus 100. An additional attack and defense 70% when HP is 30% or more. And then Majin Power category allies key 1 when HP is 50% or more. And then another key 1 when HP is 70% or more. So he is a mini like key support at the same time, which is very, very good. And his super attack effect is raise attack and defense for 1 turn. So that 122k defense is going to go up, so that's not the final number we're looking at there. So yeah, now we're kind of looking at him. Technically, this could be a triple showcase because this guy is also, oh no, he's not. Okay, so this isn't officially a Tech Buu showcase. That's good. All right, so we'll just go on those 2. So we'll tack through here. These guys are all on power absorption, so they all are getting the support there. All right, this is a super tech. The defense isn't great, but we're type advantage, so we should be okay here. Yeah, 65k isn't the worst there. And then, yeah, 4.2. So this Int Kid Buu, like floating between 4.5 to 5 mil, I mean, that's still really solid. Some of the newer EZAs, I mean, definitely have eclipsed him. He's definitely not like the top 120 lead or anything like that, but he's very good. And that tech buff Buu there, like, the fact that he's just a generic banner unit that you probably have sitting in your box shooting out 4 mil attack stats, like, that's really solid, not going to lie. And 158k defense isn't the worst. He's definitely going to still get you killed in really hard content, but he's a very usable unit, right? All right, so this is the big turn. Now, oh, darn it. Is there any way Goku survives? I don't know. So I'm going to attempt to put my Buu in the middle because I want big bad bosses. The problem is Goku's probably going to get killed here. Yeah, our defensive stats are looking good. 395 and 375 is good. I'm going to try to grab just 1 key orb and hope that the first Buu does not go absolutely crazy. But I think that Buu's going to one-shot the Goku. I don't know that Goku's going to survive. But if he does, we should see a really nice attack stat from mine. We'll see what happens here. I don't think we're taking any damage. Okay, just the 3 mil attack stat. So if we don't crit and don't additional, we might make it here. Let's see. One of those odd situations. Okay, no additionals? Okay, we got it. Okay. So let's see my Buu. This is going to be his best turn. Right here. Big bad bosses, everything active. Yeah, 7.2 mil. Yeah, 7.2 is pretty good. Here's the crazy thing. This is like why power creep is a thing. That 7.2 that I had to have that very specific situation, like, that's like full power Frieza turn 1, like before stacking, and he's got guaranteed additionals and guaranteed 2 crits. So that just shows you how busted the Namek, Goku, and Frieza are that just came out. But yeah, I'm not going to argue with the 7.2 million attack stat right there. That is very, very impressive, right? All right, let's put Buff Buu in slot 1. And once again, we are looking at Int Buu here. The thing with Int Buu, like, you don't really have to take a long look at him. He's going to be like the same every turn now, right? 120-something K defense. He gets that little buff on super attack, right? He's going to probably just maintain. Like, this turn, his attack and defense are going to be lower because this support Buu is not supporting him at all, right? So I think, and then 3.7 for this guy. So he dipped below 4 mil. That's because he's technically not supported, right? And then let's see what the int. Yeah, 4.2. So 4.2 is like his non-supported attack stat. So when he's supported well, that's when he's up near 5 mil, right? Which, like I said, is still good. This is probably going to sting here. He's probably sitting at like a 180 to 200k defensive stat. Yeah, 200k there. That's the one problem with, so like with Int Kid Buu and like the Tech Buff Buu EZA, like they came out like before the big power creep. So like they look solid like offensively, but the problem is defensively they're just not there with today's units, right? Okay, so now I could put either Buu in slot 1, doesn't really matter. We'll put mine in front just to make sure we get the attack stat. I am a little bit weaker defensively, 318k compared to almost 400k defense, but we are being supported very well here. And remember, look at our health. Like, we just got hit for, what, 200k, and we just healed it all up. Like, just instantly. So, this team, like, these Buu units all heal on super attack, and then they have, like, the Metamorphosis key link, which is also healing. So, I think they balance the team well in that, you know, while the Int Buu and the Tech Buu, they're not the best defensively, provided you don't just get instantly one-shot, this team is very capable of healing up. So if you're taking this team into an event with limited items, I would not bring healing items in at all. I would just bring like Whis and Icarus, get your 4 turns of damage reduction, use them on like the Tech Buu, Int Buu turns, and then on these LR Buuhan turns, he's going to be absolutely fine defensively, right? And then you just let yourself heal up any damage you take. Literally, if this Buu team doesn't get one shot, like you can heal up so fast. It's not even funny, because even if like off of their links and their passives they're not healing you all the way, you just set up some physical orbs for LR Buu and you're just going to heal up a ton right there. So we'll do one more turn and I think we'll call the video there, because you can see our stats are very consistent. So you can see Int Buu now is at 158, and that's because we are supported now. I do have to use a Whis here, unfortunately, because Kid Buu on the end can get one shot quite easily, so we'll just do that. And let's put Buff Buu in the front. And then we'll do Int Buu here. And then this should be like the turn where he's going to be like the 5 mil attack stat again. But because there's no stacking involved with Int Kid Buu, he's going to be pretty consistent. So yeah, 4.3 for this guy. Okay, and then we'll grab Int Kid Buu here. Yep, 5 mil. So you can see that 5 mil, if you get him properly supported, you can hit 5 mil with Int Kid Buu, which is very, very good, very, very solid. I mean, do not underestimate the healing, right, on that super attack effect. It's very, very powerful. So I think they did intentionally balance these Buu units by making them a little less defensive, but letting you just heal like crazy. In my opinion, I would rather have my team just be more defensive, because as we can see in hard content today, you can very easily get one shot. All right, this will be a big test here, but you can see the friend Buu is sticking at 395k defense, and that's just because he's either not supering or not getting the defensive stack on the 18 key, right? So we're staying pretty defensive there. So, I mean, 400k is definitely good enough anyways, but I think my Buu's just been killing him, so the friend one hasn't just been getting attacks into stack. So we'll make this the last turn. Let's see what we got here. Now, keep in mind, my Buu's at 300k defense, but that's like transforming turn 1, right? So yeah, 6.4 mil here, and this is without Big Bad Bosses. So with Big Bad Bosses, he'd be sitting even higher. Very nice, and let's let the friend one get an attack in here, just to see what the friend one's looking like. All right, so the friend is putting up 5.5 still is not bad by any means, right? And then his defense would be getting stacked right here on this attack. So he'd be over 400k defense next turn, depending on what the support situation looks like. But yeah, so there you go, guys. Let me know what you think of this Buu, but it's been a while since I've used him, but I have to say I'm still very impressed. I would say this physical LR Buu is still one of the best units in the game. I would say the rest of his team is starting to slip off a little bit. Like the Tech Buu and the Int Buu are still very, very good. But compared to other EZAs, I mean, you throw them up next to that physical cooler we just got, or Super Saiyan 4 Goku Vegeta, like, that Buu just doesn't compare to him, right? So, but this is a very fun, very solid team. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.